Bell rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code. This is the Forex Super Model daily review for Monday the 29th of November 2021. Time is 04:20, 20 past 4 in the morning. Asian session coming to close, European session firing up, our lunchtime, North American session. Right, Friday the 26th, then the last full trading day, we had a positive opposed driver in the yen at plus 548. Front and back door flows coming mainly out the dollar at minus 326, out the pound at minus 316, and the euro was the positive rock at plus 94. Activity plus or minus 642. Heavy activity on Friday, significant. Then the week then, just for context, last week, Monday the 22nd to Friday the 26th, we had a negative unopposed driver in the pound at minus 431. Front and back, no backdoor flows. The opposing positive flows mainly going into the yen at plus 317, into the euro plus 81, and the dollar is the positive rock at plus 33. Activity plus or minus 431. So you can see that the week was basically coloured by this very heavy Friday. And if you look at how we ended up on the week, we ended up with pound weakness to the exclusion of all else. And on Friday the pound dropped, was the negative mover. So you can see that the driver was positive yen, and the dollar was soft, the pound was soft, and the euro was slightly positive on the Friday. And if you look at the intraday, then this is the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a positive opposed driver in the yen at plus 87. Front and back door flows mainly coming out the euro at minus 71. Out the pound at minus 23, and the dollar is the positive rock at plus 7. Activity plus or minus 94. We'll stop it there and write up the flows. Right, we've written up the flows then. So the euro is weak across the board. The yen is weak except against the euro. The pound is weak except against the euro, the yen and the Swiss. The Swiss is weak except against the euro. The CAD is strong across the board. The AUD is strong except against the CAD. The NZD is strong except against the AUD and the CAD. And the dollar is strong except against the CAD, the AUD and the NZD. So what have we got? We've got euro weakness across the board. We've got CAD strength. We've got so that's weak. We've got secondary yen weakness here, except against the euro. And we've got, secondary AUD strength. Except against the CAD. So you've got sort of commodity currencies are strong. You've got the yen is weak, apart from the euro, and the euro has come off after its big push up, relative speaking. So what's going to knock it about, or has knocked it about? Well, today we've got German CPI. Bank of Canada Governor's speech, Macklem, and the Fed Chair Powell speech as well. So we've got two speeches, and we've got a bit of inflation data. Tomorrow, Tuesday the 30th, we've got China manufacturing service PMIs, European CPIs, and we've got the Fed speech again. Wednesday the 1st of December, the first day of December, Australian AUD GDP, German retail sales, and the Bank of England Bailey speech, US ADP, and US manufacturing PMI. So sum all that up, basically we've got inflation data coming out, we've got speeches, and we've got NFP week, we've got non-farm payroll week, we've got ADP. So we're sort of running into Wednesday, ADP week, which is a sort of normally a bit of a shake up for the markets before we go into Friday, which will be the non-farm payrolls. Right, so we'll stop that there and write up the asset classes. Right, we've written up the asset classes then. So US dollar index, basically it's now 0.17 from the high, so it's come off 17% from the modelled high, slightly weaker. Gold is 0.40 from the high, so it's above half marks, but it's come back a fair bit. Oil 0.42 from the floor, below half marks, relatively soft from recently. Wall Street S&P Tech, Wall Street's 24%, 0.24 from the high, and the S&P and the Tech are 0.14, 14% from the high. So we've had a retracement in equities. Wall Street leading the way. US 10-year in the bund, this is the price then, so the US 10-year is 0.33 from the floor, so it's below half marks, yields are relatively strong, whereas the bund is way above half marks, it's 0.20 from the high, yields are relatively weak, so you've got divergence there still in yields between the US and the Euro. Copper chopping around 0.42 from the floor, below half marks, but nearly halfway. So, but basically fully range bound. And US steel is half marks, 0.50. So we'll get rid of that, and then we'll do the final analysis. So, so we've got a busy week in data coming up. You've got sort of NFP week, which is, as we said, normally kicks off with the ADP Wednesday, and we've got inflation data and a bunch of speeches coming out this week. So let's have a look what's going on. There's the dollar, euro, yen, pound, CAD, AUD, NZD, Swiss. Right, so we've got NFP, ADP, and a bucket full of Fed speeches. Right. The key, I think, if you look at the flows, the Asian flows, is you starting to see a reversal in euro strength from Friday, and you're starting to see yen strength again. Now we're starting to see risk off flows on the boards now. So the likelihood is. And also the interesting one is if you look at the Swiss yen, that's starting to go negative. So you've got that sort of pressure. You've got the yen dominating the Swiss franc in a risk-off sort of way. So the likelihood is we're starting to see risk off in the market this morning. And risk off, so positive, negative. So you like to see yen strength, dollar strength, euro weakness, and pound weakness, probably in that order. So, and the commodity currencies are likely to come off as well if we get full risk off, second stage risk off. So we would suggest you want to be of interest this morning and going forward, and equities are likely to start to come off again. It looks like we might be having a sell-off week prior to NFP. We're just heading into sort of 1st of December. You normally get this sort of Santa rally. Maybe they're clearing the decks for a later Santa rally, but I think it's starting to look like we're getting risk off again in the market. So you're going to get negative equities, a positive yen transmission. You're likely to see strength in the dollar, which we didn't have for a while, but we were suggesting the dollar was going to come back, and you're going to get pound and euro weakness again. So the euro is particularly vulnerable. It's got that big spike on the daily, which could be taken away if we go risk off. So that's what we're looking at. So you want to be long dollar yen and short pound euro, and think about being short commodity currencies depending on how it goes. And equities are going to be soft. So exactly how that pans out and which are the best pairs is difficult to say at the moment. But the likelihood is that euro dollar. Well, if you look at where is it? If you look at Friday's Friday's flows, the dollar yen was hosed off 200 points. So you could say that the dollar yen is quite likely to about turn, but that sort of goes contra flow in a way, because the yen's likely to stiffen up as well. So really, the big spike in the euro dollar is going to be vulnerable in our opinion, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, sorry to be so vague, but we're away from the screens, and it's difficult at the moment, but it will become evident. Just try and accept that. Watch out for dollar strength again, yen strength, pound and euro weakness. So I hope that was useful. See you again tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.